I don't know what I was just talking about because I'm an idiot. How do you capture ideas? The idea that we're all here together. We just got it. All the shit that got us here to this point, to this remarkable point of technological advancements and abilities, specifically, iPads and screens and phones, the thing that I'm recording on right now. The ability to think and communicate en masse. Everyone has the same ability to communicate en masse as everyone else. Who says something that is the best thing to listen to? How do you figure that out? I've got a King Chrome. This is a beautiful black I call it a shifter. I lost my shifter. I just put a new shifter. But how does this get made? What industry is this a part of? How do we break up the resources, Like, I don't need a spanner all the time. When do you need a carpenter? Like, when do I supply my services to the world? How do I supply my services to the world? How do we supply our services to the world en masse? How do we supply the world our services as groups, as demographics, as people, individuals? We can all say things individually. And then how do we do that in a way that it doesn't get mob mentality? This mob mentality thing we have to be very aware of, and we study our closest living relatives, the apes, the monkey fucking branch. And when I say relatives, we were never monkeys. The latest research is about 6 years ago, if you haven't heard this before. We were never monkeys. 8 million years ago, primates got hips facing out, and 8 million years ago, we got hips facing forward. That is the most significant moment in time, as far as any consciousness that can coexist with the universe has probably ever had. I can't remember the name of that bloody theory that talks about why isn't there people. The big obstacle is time, really. The chances of us existing and being conscious for a time period that overlaps with another being's conscious time period is more unlikely than, or as unlikely as us being in the same quadrant of this fucking massive universe and going, hello, are you there? As one consciousness going, hello, is any fucking one else there? The possibility of that is truly fucking significant. And us being here 8 million years ago, hips facing forward. From that moment forward to now, the discovery of the Lucy bones at 270 and Argyle at 340 prove beyond doubt the fucking evolution theory. So religion, please, thank you very much, but we do value you as a rich part of our evolution. For it taught us to read. See, the religious people think that there's no spiritual enlightenment to be found outside of believing in a future that has consciousness continuing after death. All religions have had this at their core, as all people are scared of this, because it's terrifying that we're going to die someday and be nothing. But that is the truth. So if you need an argument for it, I shall give you one quickly. But, you know, look them up. There are many. My personal favourite. I hope this records well. That's funny. Oh, fuck. I like concepts, you know. I do concepts more than the whole fucking joke structure, but this one's pretty good. What was I saying? I can't even remember what I was fucking saying now. What is it? Proof of that fucking... Oh, death. Well, proof of evolution is also proof of death is also proof of evolution. It's one of the proofs of evolution. But proof of death. Let's say trees. What about trees? When trees die, do they go to heaven and live on in some euphoric afterlife? In tree heaven? Do all of our heavens merge? Or do they get their own heaven? What about dogs? I'm always curious about dogs in heaven. Do they go to heaven as well? Does God what about the beetles? They go to heaven? No, it's nothing. Now, what does that mean? I shortcut you up fucking... I'll give you the shortcut version. There's a whole fucking, 10-year process you can go through, which is a pain in the ass, and fucking I don't really recommend it. So, what was I fucking... no, it's easy. It's easy. I don't know what I was fucking saying. Some bullshit. No, it's remind me later maybe or something. Can you hear this thing? It is so fucking smooth. The evolution of human being, of everything, has got us here. Look at everything objectively and you will see that we are here at a single point in time. Objectively, we are here, objectively. But also, we got here objectively. The English people who did the things in Australia, my history, they were under English rule, under imperial rule. I don't know if you know what imperial rule is, but it's after fighting the French and the Spanish and Germans and standing on the foot of Irish and the Scots for the last 1,000 years at the same time. My people had been hardened to a point where, and then we came here and some circumstances went down that a lot of bad shit happened. There was science. They called it science, so proving that they weren't human, proving the science of the day. The politicians believed it. The fucking religious people believed it. They thought we'd only just met them, and we thought we thought they weren't human. We thought they actually weren't. We were like, well, yeah, but they're, and there were people who were like, oh yeah, but they're, like, you don't just kill dogs because they're not human. You don't just kill horses because they're not human. What are you fucking talking about? They're like, no, we don't want opposition. Oh, but we don't want to just, but they're like, yeah, but we're going to fucking send your family back to the pigsties if you don't fucking comply. And people did shit. But also they sent a bunch of criminals down who were fucking nasty people. And, after they'd served their time, legitimately, I'm sure, under the guise of 15 fucking 20-year-old soldiers, for some reason they didn't kill those guys. But they needed mercenaries. The Crown needed mercenaries, and after they legitimately served their time, they were free citizens. The Crown were paying people to do private work, and they went and did their work, and it was fucking ugly. This was after the Civil War in America, yeah, or just before it, or something around there. The Crown was losing foothold. The Crown started acting out. There was new technologies become available, but people hadn't gotten used to the new it was imperial rule. I don't know, you guys don't understand imperial rule, but when you do get told to do something, you have to do it, or your family goes fucking down. I don't know if you guys understand how we've been fighting for the last 5,000 years. Oh no, say from the Spanish, that's 2,500 years. We've been fighting. Then we get to Australia. They say we don't want resistance, and we do some shit that we shouldn't have done. But there's an intersection of time where we took advantage of a superior technology that we'd found before them, like every other time in history. We took advantage of a superior position in battle, in strength, like what we'd been doing for the last 2,500 years. We didn't understand there were people that weren't doing that. We didn't understand. We shouldn't have done that, man. We shouldn't have done that, man. But fuck. I say I'm foggy. That's foggy. GG.